Hello and everyone, welcome back to FBM Maine Outdoor Journal. We're on the last full day over here in Jackman. Trying out a new area there. A friend of mine told me about. I'm going to sneak down in here, back of this lake, and see if we can't cut a track. Try this spot out. Like to figure out a few new spots so you got options for the future. Hopefully we'll be able to get onto something. No fresh snow last night, so have to find a good track that's not too stiffened up. About 20 degrees this morning. So we're going to go down in and see what we can find. Check out this new location, see if there's anything going on down in here. Show you, see what happens as we go here. Well, I found a pretty good buck track. Just across the stream there. Hopefully this is not too deep. I'm going to see if I can sneak across here without drowning. I'm going to go up a little bit higher. It's a little deep here. You can see it's a little shallower up above. Green slime rock. That's deep. This is getting better. Well, I made it across there. I had to get me a stick. I couldn't hang on the camera or anything. All them rocks are so slimy I was going to go down. Get my staff. Made it across right there. Just barely got a little bit in the boat. Alright, let's find this track. Crunchy. Well, it's just came down off that spruce knob there that I showed you. And dropped down right to the edge of the lake here. Actually behind a camp. Must be by boat access because there's no road in here. He dropped down and came across the white birch ridge. And of course it's wicked crusty and loud. With the crust that was in it, as it warmed up, I still haven't had time to tell if I was getting super fresh or not. When I came across that white birch ridge, I came up to this green growth. I said, geez, you probably would, looks like a good spot to bed down up in there, but I said, I don't know how far behind I am, so I just kept going along. He had been feeding. And sure enough, right at the end of that birch ridge, he got into a blowdown back here and was feeding on that old man's beard and ate all kinds of that. That's the blowdown right there. And he walked right through here. There's his bed right there. I got running tracks going out of it. Bed's not froze, I just kicked him out of it. I expected to jump him. Loud as it is, this crust is just terrible. At least it's freshened up. good sized buck. See if we can do something with it. Stay on him, he might get curious. I don't think, you can't see a long ways across that bird ridge. I think he may have just heard me and ran, so might do a little grunting as I go along yet a little bit, just to give him an idea that maybe I ain't human, but it's gonna be tough with this crust. Real tough, but he might get curious, you never know, might get a peek at him. Alright, we'll see what happens. Time to go silent, have a Vienna sausage, take a little break here. What a mess. Man, the conditions are bad in here. It's all one big blowdown after another, but the crust is badly soft. She wasn't too nervous, she just hopped up on a bluff there and looked at me. Buck still rolling along good, he didn't even stop and look at her on the way through, we just kept her on going. I did see him feed a little bit back there, but not much, she just took a little pick. I just been standing there for about 4 or 5 minutes, just did a little calling. I don't really know what else to do when it's this crunchy. They don't think I'm a deer or a moose, I'm never gonna get close. I don't think all that doe laid right there, but a big buck's a lot different. Alright, I'm gonna get back on him. He was zigging and zagging, but he didn't really feed that much, but seemed like he wanted to lay down again, but I just came across a great big hardwood ridge, crunching and crunching and crunching, and he headed down in this green growth. I said he's more than likely going to bed right in there. Sure enough, there it is. He went right out through there. Oh well, give her, I have my Vanny sausage there. She's getting close to lunchtime, then head back out. He knows I'm after him now. I think that's the second time I jumped him, so just keep on him, get lucky, maybe not. See a lot of good country. Alright, see you in a minute. I don't know if you can tell or not, these steep mountains, I kicked my rear end. I jumped that buck down there. After I kicked him off out of his bed, I got the idea to cut sideways out to this road I could see, just an old winter road. So I hustled out there quick as I could, and I wanted to try to circle on that road out ahead. Well, you'd hit that road and gone right down it. I practically ran, fast walked all the way out that trail trying to catch him in it. Of course, I caught him right on a corner, and I just see a flash of white go real quick. Couldn't even see his head or nothing. He got on one of these migration trails. He's headed right up over this mountain. It looks like this migration trail goes right through the saddle on this big mountain. Good nice view of Addying out there. Up there. I only got about, another 200 feet of elevation and then start tipping back down the other side and I can roll the coal to her again. I suck wind a little on the uphill side of these big ones. But I think he's not super energetic. Every time I jump him, he only runs a couple 100 yards and he starts walking again. So he's probably getting a little tired too from the rut. So I'm gonna keep heading her up, drop through this saddle and have some fun with him on the other side. At least we're getting closer to the car now, not getting further away. I think it must be about 12:45 or so. Yeah, but beautiful spot, beautiful scenery. Great adventure this one was. It's starting to warm up enough now. That crust is getting soft. Yeah, I figure we're up around 3% chance now. It was only about 0.5 this morning. Now we're about 3% chance of getting him, I'd say. Yeah. But 3%'s a good chance for me. Alright. I'm gonna head her up over here. Find him. Here's the saddle. Well, I just wasted a bunch of time out in the middle of that cut. He went down and got a bunch of other deer running. The tracks were all willy-nilly and I got on the wrong set for a little while and I had to circle back and sort that all out. I finally got back onto him. We've come all the way full circle around the mountain. My tracks are just right down here about 100 yards. There's the lake out there I hunted up along this morning. We made one giant big circle. I think it must be about, I don't know, 6-7 miles. It's about 3:15 right now, and he's unfortunately come out to this deer trail here. And actually, you know what? This is actually my tracks that came in this one. I didn't even notice it wasn't even a deer trail. We did make a full circle. There's my tracks coming in this morning. He's turned, gone right up it, and headed back to the other end of the mountain, up into that thick green growth. I'd like to go for another half hour, but ever since 2 o'clock, the crust has come back. Yep. Real thick up there. I still got to get back down off this mountain, cross that brook without breaking my neck, get back to the car. That'll probably take me till dark. That's probably going to take me 45 minutes or an hour, so it's going to be 4 o'clock. Oh, well, I'm tickled to death anyways. I finally got the eyeballs onto one. Been struggling awful over in western Maine. This is my 3rd year and I haven't seen a buck yet. I've heard them, I've smelt them. All that good stuff. Get real close to them, just can't quite do the deed. That was nice today. Up on top of that mountain, that was nice. That warmed up enough so that snow was nice and soft up there. I made it up through that saddle after a lot of puffing and blowing going up that steep side. And I started sneaking down that back side, but it was thick in the dickens. It was just about all jack fur. And then there was a few skid roads, but they were right full of webs. About, I don't know, 10 or 12 feet tall. And I was thinking, geez, he's probably not going to go, you know, I must be gaining on him now going down the back side. He wasn't going that fast. I come down around the corner on one of them skid roads, and I look, because I caught a little movement, and then I just see the top of his rack turn, and whew, I didn't see his body, and I might have seen just the top of his head, but it was a high rack. I could tell just by, you know, that I couldn't see much head underneath it. And then he was running down that trail, and you could just hear them horns clickety, clackety, clickety, clackety down there for 200 yards. He had my heart right in my throat. But that was good. I thought he was getting real tired out, because he bedded down. I jumped him that time, and he only ran about 200 yards, and then he kind of loped for 100 yards. And he bedded right down. And then I jumped in the next time, and when he just got to walking, he got into that other bunch of deer, and they started running out of their beds. A bunch of does and lambs looked like, and it was helter-skelter there. He went down through first, of course, and they all run through his tracks, and they were getting on them deer trails and back and forth. And I got off on the wrong tracks there for a half hour, and I had to circle back around. I knew it didn't look just right, but I thought it was the right one. I just couldn't tell because he was bounding. I thought I was on the right track. But anyways, this is one of my best days tracking. I'm tickled right to death with this day. Got a good country, new country in here, real nice. Nice views. Chased a nice big old buck. He had an awful foot on him. Well, I'm gonna head back east tomorrow. Got tomorrow evening and afternoon and Saturday over there to try to get something for the freezer for ice fishing this winter. So I'm gonna ease my way down out of here, tickled right to death, grab some tupper. Well, see you next time out there. We'll keep you updated how things go. Hopefully I can get one for you. The old Diaries of a Wannabe Buck Tracker. See you next time.